here. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever in the world you may be. We thank you for being right here with us on the patio. Shout outs to everybody on the East Coast. Shout outs to everybody down south, everybody up north, everybody in between the scene in the Midwest, and right here where we at on the West Coast. Shout outs to everybody else in all the other countries, because we know the visuals and the audios, they be traveling, you know what I'm saying? Got passports, you know what I'm saying? Doing the damn thing. Appreciate it. We got us here a show. But in case you don't know who I am the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. You see the money, you see the crown, it's around somewhere. But you know, King Mac Millie, you know how it goes. I'm in the driver's seat, I'm riding, but I ain't by myself. I got somebody in the passenger seat. Pretty dope guest that we got here today. Special type of artist. You know, I already feel like we friends because we got mutual friends, but you know what I'm saying, he's representing for the Filipino Americans, you know what I'm saying, and my best friend is Filipino, you know what I'm saying, so I feel like we best friends almost, you know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
But without further ado, you know, the title of today's episode is It's Official. So just go ahead and let that melon. That's not the word that I want to use. It's official. We're going to be right back after the theme. It's the Patio PolitiCz. Yes, sir.
We hope you stay a while, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We tryna be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you rock it with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Tryna be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
We got whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Just stick around. And if you ain't sticking around, you know what I'm saying? Shame on you. You know, spell it with me. SHAME. Yes, you. Shame. But for everybody that is still here, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get real cool in the jest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's right. I did take it out. We'll wait for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, go ahead, get that rolling. Yes, indeed. The guest, that we have here today, singer / songwriter / actor, you know what I'm saying, representing for the Filipino Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the patio, Edison.
Yeah, what's going on? Thank you for having me.
Edison, what's going on, my guy? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. You feeling good?
Yes, sir. Looking fly, you know what I'm saying? Pop your collar on the right side, just a little bit. There you go. Yes, sir.
Just a little bit.
How's today been working out for you so far?
Just another blessed day.
Another blessed day?
You know, just living it out as if, you know, got another one tomorrow.
Oh, definitely. Always live like you got another day. Or maybe live like you don't have another day, depending on who you may be. Because some people out here living life, some people are not living life. You know how it goes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, like I was saying before we came on air, I feel like I know you. You know what I'm saying? Because we got a couple of mutual friends and things of that nature. But I feel like I know you because you're an artist. Mm-hmm. And you're an artist like how I'm an artist. And when artists come together, it's just a spiritual thing. It can't be really explained anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But here on the Patio PolitiCz, we got a course of 3 questions that we like to ask to get the conversation rolling and going. You know what I'm saying? Pick your brain just a little bit. I like to call it the 3 Ps, little trifecta, you know?
All right.
What is your purpose, your passion, and your pleasure in life?
My purpose, my passion, and pleasure. My purpose, man, I feel like is just to, you know, just give out good energy. I would say give good energy, spread love, entertain. Passion involves music. Family. Traveling. I like to travel. Also, I just love to entertain, man. That's just my passion. And my pleasures. Some of my pleasures, man, to probably be, like I said, family time. I'd probably say, you know, being by the water, you know, that ocean breeze, man.
Okay.
That's just a nice pleasure. But just hearing, you know, beautiful lyrics and seeing beautiful art, I think is a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now, do you like the water out here, or is it some place in particular where it's just like, yeah, it's no water like this water?
Yeah. I'll say the ocean's the ocean, honestly. Like, no matter where you see it, I think it's just something to just look at and just kind of breathe. There's just something about the ocean air that's just different than city air.
Yeah.
You know, it's just different.
Being out there close to the water and things of that nature. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
What is going on with you? Well, that's not really acting right, but I don't need it to act right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. So what about the other P's?
Which piece?
You got so there was passion, pleasure, and purpose.
Okay. Did I answer all three?
Kind of. So what are your pleasures? Let's go with that one.
Okay, my pleasures. Like I said, my pleasures involve, you know, I'll probably say self-reflection, I think, is a pleasure.
Okay.
I would say discovering new people, just learning new things, and just kind of just trying to, I'd probably say a pleasure of mine is just advancing yourself, upgrading yourself, and in any best way, in any shape or form that you possibly could do.
Does that come about with travel, as far as like just upgrading surroundings and just experiencing new things in order to advance and become a better person or a different type of person?
Just a better person.
Okay.
Yeah, and just kind of just learning new ways to interact with people too. I think there's always something to learn, because, you know, I feel like when we go out there in the real world, you meet different types of people.
Yeah.
I mean, you meet a lot of people, but, you know, but to say you've met different person each time, you know, I think it's not necessarily a thing anymore. Everybody, I feel like, wants to be the same.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but it's not what I do. Anyways, purpose. What's your purpose in life?
Oh, my purpose in life, man, I just feel like it's just to do music.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I feel blessed to be given this God-given talent, you know, and I don't want to take it for granted. You know, don't want to lose it in any shape or form.
Okay.
So whatever way I can get involved with it, that's where I got to be.
So let's get down into it. You know what I'm saying? You ended with music, and that's why we're here. Well, not why we're here, but that's going to be a good portion of the discussion here. Is the music. What got you started? How did this come about? I'm trying to figure out if there's a different way that I could ask. But okay, so just with first of all, where were you born and raised?
So I'm originally from the Central Valley.
Okay.
So about 5 hours away here from LA.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a town called Modesto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Modesto's finest.
Yeah,
You seen that movie?
Yeah, Modesto's finest. Yeah. Man, it's been a long time since I heard that.
Yeah,
but,
I love that movie.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie. Yeah, so yeah, from Modesto, you know, my family's from Central Valley, Bay Area, however you want to, you know, spice it up. So, you know, I was born and raised there, pretty much lived there my whole life. Ended up moving away down here to LA when I was 22.
Okay.
And, you know, went to college up there, went to high school up there, and came down here to continue to fulfill my dreams.
Got you. So that makes it a little bit easier to ask this question this way. Okay, so your beginnings with music. Take me back to that intimate moment where that decision was made, like, this is what I gotta do. This is what life is all about. Like, there's nothing better.
Right.
Why music?
Right. So, you know, so I'm a 90s baby, right? So, you know, back then, you know, streaming wasn't a thing, of course. You know, all you had was radio, probably had vinyl, probably had CDs.
Yeah.
However you wanted to put it
tracks.
up. Yeah, and yeah, those tracks, yeah, the cassette tapes, you know.
Side A, side B.
Yeah. So, you know, the radio was just always on in my house. You know, my family always played, you know, the local station that played R&B hip hop music. And, you know, at the time, you know, you heard, you know, the familiar voices. You know, you heard Boyz II Men on the radio.
Yeah.
You heard Aaliyah on the radio.
Yeah.
You heard Genuine on the radio. You heard Usher on the radio. And something just kind of clicked for me, you know, one day. But it wasn't until I probably turned 6 years old is when I performed on stage for the first time, and I was like, yeah.
Where was that at?
I was in I was up in elementary school.
Okay.
At the time, yeah, I did a talent show. I sang "You Remind Me" by Usher up there.
Did you dance too?
Oh,
Just
man,
hit him with a little glide across the stage.
I tried my best. I tried my best. I wonder, the tape is out there somewhere.
Yeah,
I gotta find it.
somewhere.
Yeah, but it's that's when I just knew, like, man, this is for me.
Yeah.
This is real. Yeah, that's when I knew, and I just never looked back. I just never thought about doing anything else outside of that.
Okay, so how hard did you go at rehearsing or practicing that Usher? Like, this is the big debut. Is this like your first time standing in front of a lot of people, and like, were there any nerves, or how did you operate?
Yeah, so I mean, I performed in front of family.
Okay.
But I think at the time as a kid, it was more of like, well, it's familiar because it's his family. So it's not as nerve-wracking because I'm so used to being in front of them and entertaining them.
Yeah.
But being in front of people that you don't really interact with like that.
That you don't know, complete strangers.
Yeah, maybe a few people you're friends with.
Yeah, but they don't know what you got going on and things.
Yeah, so that was pretty nerve-wracking at the time. But yeah, I just rehearsed and just sang, and then once the show came, it was showtime.
And just being that young is just like, whatever. We just gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
You never really know that that's what you're doing at that age, but like, once you grow up, you're just like, wow, I really was. Okay, cool. This is what it's meant to be. Is what it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Favorite song, if there is one. Yeah, I mean, as an artist, I don't think anybody could really possibly have one favorite song, but I mean like two.
Man.
Maybe three.
Let me see. Oh man, I could.
Or no. I'll make it easier. Favorite artist.
Oh, Usher.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's all about that USHER.
Man, R-Y-O-N-D. They know. Y'all know about Usher, Raymond. Y'all know.
Okay.
Two more.
Two of my favorite artists?
Yeah.
I'm a big Neo fan.
Okay.
For sure. I'm also a big Genuine fan, man. You know, like I said, 90s.
Which Genuine? 90s Genuine? You gonna cap it right there?
90s and early 2000s Genuine.
Okay. You taking TGT Genuine or no?
He's still dope.
Yeah, okay.
With TGT, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's still dope with TGT.
Okay. I don't know what all this is now. It's not the same OG, but I can rock with him still vocally.
Oh yeah, no. As long as you can vocally still got it, you still got it.
Favorite Usher album?
Oh, so I would say, I guess this is the politically correct answer, right? Best album is Confessions for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I have a lot of love for 8701.
Ooh,
like
that came out.
do.
That came out a day after my birthday. I had to have it that year.
Yeah, that was the first CD I ever bought.
Yeah,
was 8701.
I had the bootleg, but first CD I ever bought was, I think, Mario Turning Point.
The Turning Point.
Yeah.
So okay.
So what was that, like 04?
04, I believe.
05.
Maybe?
Yeah.
04, 05, around there.
Yeah, around 8701 though. Yeah, I was still in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that came out a day after my birthday, so I was just like, I have to have this album.
Yeah.
What's that? U-Turn. Put your hands up, and that's my joint. That's my
That's
joint right
in the
there.
circle. Yeah.
I could probably put that album in, press play, and just be like, go down memory lane, because it's a classic. It's a good album. I know everybody is stuck on Confessions, but 8701 is a problem.
Yeah. I mean, shoot. Music around that time was just different.
Yeah.
I mean, it
was good.
Oh man, it was good, man. But you felt like people were just getting developed.
Yeah.
You know, and you just felt like everybody was good around that time.
I don't know where that changed or whatever, but it's definitely been a shift. I don't even really listen to today's music. I can't even tell you much about it. If I had to risk my life over today's music, I'd probably die. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know nothing about it. Nothing about it.
Right. As an artist, you got to keep up with what's going on.
Got you.
Yeah, you know, I do have some. I do have some favorite artists though.
Okay.
What was your first question? I'm sorry.
Why do you feel like you need to keep up with what's going on as an artist?
Because the evolution. You know, you have to understand where the business is going. You also have to understand what people are liking, but then again, you don't want to fall into that trap of what you think people like, because the eye test is a foolery. You know what I mean? So yeah, you just kind of have to pay attention, because you don't know what new tricks you can borrow, what new things, new sounds that you could work with, and of course you age as time goes on. Yeah, just like music is timeless, but you know, I think that you just have to understand and be aware of what life is surrounding you with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't keep up with, like, let's say certain artists or songs or whatever, but like I feel you as far as like you got to be within the times, the day and age. Like you will date yourself, you age yourself. Like some of my metaphors and my bars and my references is dated. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a dated individual, but I try to like add a little bit of what's going on now, like the TV shows and stuff like that. I don't watch everything, but just a little bit, something. But
of course,
when it comes to like making music like that, I really do the opposite. I'm like, especially like if I'm in production, I'm not listening to anything.
Yeah,
because I don't want to be influenced by nothing. I want to give my natural sound. However that's going to come about for whatever track that I'm working on or whatever, you know, because when I get into the studio, track speaks to me, I give back to it or whatever.
Of course.
So I just I operate in the reverse. But, you know, people got they different ways, they different styles. And speaking of such, when it comes to getting into the studio and songwriting, how do you go about that? What comes about first when it comes to a song, or is it just different every time?
That's different every time.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, sometimes what's put on paper is just depends on how you feel on a given day. You know, there have been days, you know, where I get, you know, I'm frustrated, not having a good day, and then you want to write a sad song, you know. Then there are days where, you know, you write a sad song even though you're having a good day, you know, but that's because, you know, you hear a sound and it's like, man, like this I feel like this beat speaks to me in a way, and so it just depends on what's kind of put in front of you. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever like? Well, it's different for everybody, but do you ever like go in with a plan or for the track? Like say somebody gave you a beat beforehand. Do you show up to the studio ready, or do you I like to go in and create on the spot?
Oh, studio ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, studio ready all the way. Yeah, I mean, I've done the other two.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done the other two. But of course, you don't want to take too much time doing that. You know,
you spending money here.
Yeah,
unless you just got the buck like that, then all right, go ahead for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the deal. But yeah, I do both. But you know, I always come studio ready. Yeah, because I'm not trying to waste time, man. You know, time's money and money's time. How
much time we spend in the studio? Like for a good session for you, how many hours is that?
Oh, for me, 4 to 6 hours.
How much we getting done?
We're probably doing about 3 or 4 songs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I know where you at with it.
Yeah. About 3 or 4 songs, depending. Yeah, I think the longest I've ever been in the studio maybe is probably about like 8 to 10 hours.
Oof.
Yeah.
Joint studio session or just straight up you?
Joint.
Okay.
Yeah, joint.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, at the time I was with the independent label at the time.
Okay.
And then so session was booked and I was there for pretty much almost the whole day.
It was really pretty much one of those, you need to be here because you don't know if we'll need you or not.
Yeah. Kind of. We already had an idea of what we were gonna do when we got in there. So already had songs ready. I probably did like maybe 5 or 6 songs that day.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
It's the experience of just being in the studio is hard to explain to other people, but it's just something that you have to experience, whether you're there to do music or not. Just something that you have to experience. Now, with who you experience it with, that's where the fine tuning comes in at, because you could end up in the studio with somebody that just you shouldn't be there with. However, not saying that there are, well, I mean, that's just life. There are people that are good at what they do, people that are bad at what they do. So don't want to just end up in the studio with anybody. But when you got like-minded individuals around, come up with greatness.
Yeah.
Greatness.
No, of course. That was one of the reasons why I moved here.
Yeah.
You know, in the Central Valley, you know, I didn't think I really related to anybody. Couldn't really match with nobody. Nobody with the same dreams, nobody with the same goals. That's why I moved here and I met people with the same goals and I kept the motivation going.
Yeah.
You know?
So we singing, but where does the songwriting come in at? Like, was it just one of those, okay, I'm singing, I know how to sing, I like to sing, but I got to like start singing my own stuff, right? How did that come about?
Something just kind of came up when I was a kid. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was probably in the shower or something, or maybe I was just kind of lying in bed and I just kind of thought like, you know what, I need to write my own songs maybe. Because, you know, I was starting to understand at the time that a lot of my favorite artists were writing their own music, you know, and, you know, when I found out that Neo wrote every song on the In My Own Words album.
And that's such a hard album.
It's a dope album.
Sign me up. That's my joint.
Like, you see how awesome that is, though?
Yeah.
In my own words.
Yeah.
Meaning I wrote every song.
Yeah.
That is creativity right there. Yeah. So, I was hearing that, but I was hearing even some of my favorite songwriters, learning about them. Like, at the time it was, like Brian Michael Cox and Troy Taylor and all those guys, man. Like, it was, I was learning about, man, like, if I could write my own songs, if I could be multi-versatile, game over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope,
What do you I'm gonna save it because we gotta hit these commercials really quickly. I got some juicy. Y'all stay tuned on the Patio PolitiCz. We gotta hit these commercials real quick. We'll be right back.
Taking off all your clothes, I know just what you're doing. No other girl can compare to do the things you do to me. We just got started, all night if you want it. Say my name, baby, and let me just lay you down. Just, baby, when there's no one else around. Oh yeah, baby, let me lay you down. This'll be the best part of
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
It's still official up in here. We here with Edison at the table. How you feeling, Edison?
I'm feeling good.
Feeling good. So we was talking about singing and songwriting before we went to commercial break and the process and, studio time and what you're doing and how you spending, things of that nature. We performing yet?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah,
I've been in talks with some people and, trying to work it out and just trying to see how things to come into play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We written for anybody else?
No.
No? Something you ever thought about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would love to.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would love for anybody to, come up to me and say, hey, like, I really would love for you to be a part of this.
Yeah.
You know.
Has anybody else ever written for you?
Yes.
How'd that work out?
Not too well.
Oh. Explain.
Well,
if you don't
okay,
mind.
I'll take that back. I mean, it wasn't so much that didn't go well. It's just there wasn't much that we could have done with the songs, if that made sense.
Okay, so it was just pretty much the product that you were given.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no disrespect to who wrote the tracks for me. It was just.
So it was more than one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more than one. Yeah, but yeah, no disrespect. I mean, I've had people who helped me fix some stuff with songs that I wrote too.
Yeah.
Like say, the people who could who helped me with arrangements and stuff like that. But yeah, nothing came into fruition for it to go out like that.
Got you.
Yeah.
So as an artist, and I say artist, even though you identify as singer/songwriter, right? Mm-hmm. But I say artist because if you could do one, you could do everything if you just put your mind to it, or if the track calls for it, or whatever. Do you ever dibble dabble on the other side, rap a little bit here and there, spit, MC?
Just out of fun, but
Just out of fun?
Just out of fun, man. Like if I'm rapping to a song, that'd probably be the most I'll do.
Gotcha.
Or if I'm like just enjoying a good time doing karaoke with family, then you'll probably hear me do that stuff.
Yeah, you ever written anything as far as like rapping is concerned?
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
But when it got down to being serious, no.
Was it any good when you were a kid?
If I had to look at it from an adult perspective, probably not.
Yeah. I'll be on myself like that too. I'll be like, that was not good.
Yeah.
I got better. I got a lot better, but you had to start somewhere. And my raps were terrible. Terrible. I'm rapping about Doug Funny and driving Jettas and Patty, and it was just bad. It was bad stuff.
You still got the books?
Yeah, I got a black box
Okay.
that I used to. When I used to write, I rip it out of the notebook, fold it up, put it in the black box.
Okay.
So I got a black box full of old raps and poetry. That I ain't gonna tell y'all where it's at, but it still exists, and I can still read everything and see everything, and I just have a time and just laugh at myself, because it's just like, boy, oh boy,
Right.
you had no idea who you were or who you would become. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those type of ordeals. But enough of me. Back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Songwriting. How did you learn how to write? What do you start with first when you're writing a song?
When I was first writing a song, I was learning how to come up with an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Of course, the idea has to come first, I feel like. And I had to, learn from people and kind of teach myself what a verse is, what a hook is, a bridge, an intro, outro.
Counting bars and stuff.
Yeah, count bars and all that other stuff that music just has so much in detail of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just kind of studied and I kept listening to music just so many times so that I could get the right idea of what a verse is.
So nobody really broke it down for you. You just had to like break it down yourself. Like
had to break it down
sweet
myself.
science.
Yeah, had to break it down myself, you know. And of course, you know, I remember just watching TV and just seeing my favorite artists just talk about verses and hooks and pre-hooks and all the other stuff. And that's kind of how I learned too.
So just started with hook bass, okay.
Yeah.
Spread it out and then came back to it or whatever. The hook is very important. Very, very, very important. It keeps the song together.
Yeah.
Keeps the song together. I had to figure that out after a while because I used to like...
It's the most memorable parts of the song.
I used to write my verses first. My first verse was the first thing I ever wrote, and I would always be like, "This verse is the hottest verse ever." But I don't know about the rest of the song.
Yeah,
I don't know about this hook. I don't know about this second verse. We got to figure something out. It's like, wait a minute, stop writing the verses first and just write the hook first,
right?
And build around it. Then we got a story to tell. Okay.
Right.
So, what type of artist do you see yourself as? Like you got, you know what I'm saying? You got your conscious, if there's a such thing as a conscious singer, you got storytellers, you got I'm just here to sing.
I'd probably say just myself. You know, I don't think anyone should try to be like anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so I just kind of like seeing the best artist I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really, if you asked me this like 10 years ago, I probably would have told you, I kind of see myself as this artist.
Yeah. Growth brings about different answers.
Yeah, you know, and I would say, like I said, just I probably just see myself being unique and just being Edison.
How does being a R&B singer, or shall I say, what does that look like as a Filipino American?
I mean, I think it brings a. I think it shows that genres could be diverse. You know, I know it's you know, R&B and hip hop, it's always been, you know, predominantly, you know, within, you know, the Black community and rightfully so, you know, and it's but I think as time goes on, it's, as a Filipino American, I would say it feels an honor that to be accepted within, you know, the culture of R&B.
Yeah, what was the exception like back in the day? Because obviously you're very well received and accepted now at this point. But like just starting out, like how did you navigate through that?
Honestly, I just did my thing. You know, as I was growing up, you know, you don't think about any roadblocks that could get in your way. About, you know, whether or not you'll feel accepted by, you know, communities or
whoever's listening.
Yeah, or whoever's listening. You know, all I worried about was just the craft. You know, and just putting it out there, and people will like it when people like it. And that was just something that I just kept telling myself, like, don't worry about other people liking your stuff, because, you know, you yourself is the biggest critic. Yeah.
Projects we working on any right now?
Yeah, I plan on having a new song released next month.
New song released next month. We're going on a project or just a single?
A new single.
Got you. What's it called?
Something About You.
Something About You. Something About You. Ooh, about you. What else we got out?
You'll hear me. My manager is about to release a movie in Halloween.
Okay.
I have a little small role in there.
Okay.
You don't get to see me or nothing, but I'm in there.
You in there?
I'm in there.
What's the name of the movie? Can we say just yet?
I can't say.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Yeah,
We'll
I can't
let
say.
y'all know.
Yeah, just so that my manager won't get mad at me about, you know, NDA.
Yeah. Understandable. By the time this drops, the movie will probably be in the next commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just gotta watch the show. Peep it out.
Yeah. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, I'll definitely let you guys know.
Yeah. Man, speaking of following, this following is crazy. Crazy. Teach me. How'd you get it?
Honestly, I learned different methods from different people.
Okay.
One thing that I remember I was told one time was post every day. But then, you know, I was told by other people, like, no, you can't post every day. You know, that's impossible. How can you have something every day?
Yeah.
And then, but then I learned from other people is that, you know, you want to be able to record so much as possible. You probably don't want to record something every day. It's probably impossible, but you want to record as much as possible, maybe within one day, to where you could, you know, split it up.
Because there is a time of day.
There's
that's a hot spot for each and every app, and it's different times.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, and I learned from people about, you know, promotion and marketing, and I worked with the right people who kind of gave me a direction on how to connect with people and, you know, get people to pay attention to you.
What was that first boom period like? Of like, oh snaps, it's working. We're paying attention.
Probably COVID, man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know, just like everybody else, you know, me and you were just in the house, couldn't go nowhere.
Out of minds, out of time.
Yeah, out of minds, out of time. And I remember I met a friend during COVID, and he was kind of telling me on how to get on articles, how to you know, promote the Instagram better, and kind of telling me the ins and outs of algorithms and how it all works, how to work hashtags, and so forth. And that's kind of how it kind of started, because I paid so much to it at that time, you know, because COVID did teach me at the time, you know, like, hey man, this could be taken away from you at any moment. Yeah. You know, and I did whatever I could to learn and make sure that nothing took it. So I focused on social media, because that's all we could do. Yeah. And then things just kind of flowed naturally.
After that, that boom period. I'm still waiting for that boom period, but it's like I get it. Like it's hard for anybody to just be on social media all day, posting. But if you got the content, you kind of set a schedule to where that takes care of itself almost to a degree or whatever. But it's a lot of work that goes into it. A lot of work.
Hey, so much.
Indeed, so much work. How many projects we got out?
I'm trying to think of any projects, man. I got a lot of songs, man. Just don't sit on my laptop right now. But right now, I probably released, I probably have 8 to 9 tracks out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I've recorded a lot of songs. It's just, you know, I'm very picky to what gets to come out.
Trust and believe. Every artist out there knows how that goes. We got songs that the world will never hear.
Hey, man, that's just...
And we just be like, oh, the world needs to hear this, but...
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you get big, you know, your songs just get leaked.
Yeah, just somehow, some way.
It's like, how did somebody find this?
Did you hear this song from 20 years ago? This shit is wrecked, but I love it. Like, the best shit ever.
No, it happens all the time.
Man.
It happens all the time.
Well, you know, hopefully it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? During these commercial breaks, y'all watching the commercials and not actually, you know what I'm saying, trying to find, well, you know, I ain't no telling what they doing. But yeah, we're going to pay these bills real quick. We're going to get back and finish this up, wrap it up real tight, real nice. You know what I'm saying? We here rapping with my guy, Edison. It's still official. We're going to be right back on the Patio PolitiCz.
Damn, baby girl, I'm watching you back. I'm watching from the front to the back. Eyes roll every time that you pass. We peeping by the way that we act. Looking like you need some harmony. I can tell by how you're touching me. You can live a life of luxury. Baby, come get it as long as you want it. You know what it's like to be a man like me. You know what it's like to try to run these streets. Girl, you got a body and I like.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
PolitiCz. Edison. It's official. Why is it official?
Because it's a real me.
Yeah.
It's just so official.
Edison is your real name?
Real name. Yeah.
What's your full name? Give it to us.
Edison Salvador.
Oh, Edison Salvadora. Salvadora.
Door.
Salvador.
Salvador, yeah.
Nice. So the vocals. When it comes to the ladies, have you ever used them to like your advantage, or is it just like, you know, keep it strictly to the records and y'all feel how y'all feel about it or whatever?
Yeah, I just give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you have to give it to them.
You ain't got nobody special on the side that you like get up in the ear and start singing sweet nothings too. Like, yeah, that's just for you. Keep that.
Nah.
Yeah, ever had any requests?
Of just me singing?
Yeah, or
all
just
the time.
like you singing, somebody, ooh, write a song about me, or
Oh no. In high school I had some girls who were like that, like write a song about me.
Yeah.
But I've sung for like girls like for their birthdays.
Okay.
And I've sung at people's weddings and sung just family events, and just what it is.
Yeah, so no stage fright whatsoever.
Nah, you get the more you perform, the more that you get comfortable.
Yeah, you've been doing it since an early age. Talking about performing, the acting now, acting too. Throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? What's that all about?
Yeah, that was something I always wanted to do as a kid also. But, I wasn't living in the right area at the time. So it's one of the reasons when I had the opportunity to move here, I met with people, met with agents, managers, other actors. That's kind of how it started, just meeting with different people and trying to get on different projects. So, yeah. And also it kind of drove me to, write my own scripts and see where those go.
Oh, man. How many scripts we got written so far?
One's completed, and I still probably got 3 or 4 in the works right now.
How many pages?
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, that many? So we got a feature film then.
Yeah. These are long. Might have some short.
Okay.
Yeah. Because my mind can change as time goes on.
Got you.
Yeah.
When are we looking at shooting this?
Whenever there's funds.
Whenever there's funds.
Hey man, money's important when it comes to stuff like this.
I just told somebody the other day because another artist, she's from another state and she doesn't have any visuals, and I'm like, well, what are we waiting on? Well, when the budget is right.
Yeah.
And I go, I hear that. I definitely hear that. But I told her, which is what I'm about to share with you, you're the budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got people out here doing grade A work on these.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Simplistic. It may not be what you want to get at or what you want to do, but if it's something, there's something for every budget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in order to get to the budget of which you see, take them steps, you feel me?
Yeah.
You never know if you even actually need the budget that you think you need. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Or just getting it done and putting it together or whatever. But just thinking budget, what does budget look like? You know what I'm saying? Because you always hear people say, it's got to be the budget. It's got to be within the budget. What's the budget?
The way I view it is the right people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you need the right team around you to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also the other thing too, I just want to get scripts right away first, finished, and then once there's time, start looking for the right people to be a part of the team.
Yeah, got to start doing casting and everything. It's a lot of work that goes into it, but you are a man of the arts, so you know what I'm saying. We talked about Modelo's finest, you know what I'm saying? Modesto. What other films do you like?
Oh, I'm a big comedy guy.
Yeah, so
it just feels good to laugh. You know what I mean? Just of course, I'm an action guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy, action, drama too. As long as it's not overly dramatic.
Favorite actor?
Man, I'll probably say Denzel Washington, man. I mean, I don't know how you could be
wrong. Can't go wrong.
I don't know how you could be that good at acting, man. Like that's you know what I mean?
That's what acting is, I guess, ain't it? Like that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's like I said, he just makes every character believable. Yeah. Even if you don't think the movie's good, he makes it so believable.
It's that mouth quiver. I can't even do it. I can't even keep a serious face to even try to do it.
Yeah, he's got that New York swag, man. You just know he's got that New York swag.
It's like Denzel's here. The job is gonna get done. The job is gonna get done. Any projects that you have featured in as far as acting is concerned?
I have, but never came out really.
Never came. Okay.
Yeah, never came out really. I am back. I'm about to jump into a studio with another artist and who asked me to jump on the track with them. So
okay.
So we'll see how things go from there.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of that, I mean, we collabing. Is that something that you like to do? Have done a lot of, or would like to do a lot of?
Oh yeah, definitely would love to collaborate. Yeah, because if you look at my Spotify page, I believe I only have one song that has a collaboration. Yeah, and
9, just
that
one.
Was, yeah, and that was of course Real One came out 6 years ago. So Haven't done really a collaboration since then.
Any reason for that, or it's just time management, or?
Haven't really met anybody who was serious.
Okay.
I'll probably say. I know you and I talked about Mel being here on the show before.
Yeah, shout outs to DJ.
Hey, shout out to you.
What's up, sis?
Hey, shout out to you, Mel.
Where
you at? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I know her and I have talked, and we just, Mel and I have our own things going on, but we'll eventually talk again.
Because that's a proper beast in her own right as well. So not a bad person to be having communications with at all.
No, absolutely not. No, but yeah, it's just something that we have to just talk about in the right beat, right momentum, right song has to be there for it to go down.
As a Filipino American within the arts, what's your goal? What is it that you want to stick your flag into? Like, yeah, we here.
Ooh, I know some artists have already done it, but I want to be able to prove to that the best art could be seen in many different ways.
Yeah.
That's why earlier we talked about diversity in R&B. Just seeing other Filipino artists, such as her. A big Her fan, seeing other artists, such as, Kehlani dominate R&B too. So I want to be able to stick a flag and say, I'm here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, nah, I'm here.
So if there had to be anybody, well, I know that there's somebody who's ahead of you that you have on insight, like, okay, that's a mark that I gotta reach because so and so from the tribe did it or whatever. Like, is there anybody in particular?
That's also Filipino?
Yes.
I mean, there's so many different forms. I'll name some people outside of music. I would say seeing like say how Her is, Her is like she's one of the best vocalists in just female R&B. Like she's dope. And of course, like as big as how Joe Coy is right now in comedy.
Okay.
Him being Filipino and he's kind of like taking the world by storm right now with how he's doing. And that's probably how I would see myself as being up. Like, you know what, I want to be at that level. Yeah. If not better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are probably the people I would like to reach at some point.
Always something to strive for. What does the reputation mean for you?
Repetition?
The representation. There we go. The representation.
To me, representation is everything. Yeah. You want to put yourself out there in the best way as possible. Don't just be a cool person. Just be a good person. I think we need to promote more of that with people. Yeah. Telling them it's okay to be a good person.
Definitely is.
So yeah, I think representation is everything. Yeah. Yeah. Just like I said, just don't put yourself out there in the light that's iffy. That's probably how I'd put it.
Gotta have real discernment for that.
Yeah.
So you got some young, aspiring Filipino artists out there aspiring to be actors, songwriters, and singers, things of that nature. What, from your experiences, can you take and give to them in this very moment right now as some advice to move forward in their path, in their journey?
Be aware. Probably one thing I'd say. Just be aware of what's around you, because the one thing I've known about life is that, life is going to throw things at you. And you got to know how to, dodge certain things. You got to know how to be aware who's in your inner circle. You got to know you got to be smart with people. You have to know who really rocks with you. Yeah. And you also got to know who don't rock with you like that. And that's all I could say. Just be aware and just focus on your dreams, man. There's some things that me being in my late 20s now, I wish I could go back and just tell my teenage self some things that I probably wanted to know back then.
Probably wouldn't listen to yourself now anyway.
Probably you never know. Probably never know.
Tell the people where they can find you at on social media, Edison.
You can find me on Instagram at It's Official Edison. You can find me on Twitter at Music Edison. You can also find me on Facebook.com/Music Edison. And you can also follow me on TikTok at Music Edison as well. So reach out. Of course, and one last message for the people, man, keep living your dreams out there. Be smart, and dreams don't die if you keep dreaming. Just remember that.
Message!
They don't die if you keep what?
Dreaming.
They don't die if you keep what?
Dreaming.
Dreams don't die if.
You keep dreaming.
Exactly. Patio PolitiCz, you already know how it goes down over here. Edison has been a great one. It's been a real one. Appreciate you. Can't wait to tap in with you just a little bit more.
Yeah,
Shout outs to all of the sponsors. Every last single sponsor. Make sure you tapping in and you seeing what it's all about. I hope y'all did enjoy the show. For everybody that was here, make sure you like, you subscribe, you hit that notification bell. Keep the conversation going in the comments section every Tuesday, 6 p.m. You know where we'll be at right here. Every last Thursday, you know what I'm saying, catch that Talking Dirty After Dark. You got to come back for a panel. We talk about a lot of crazy stuff sometimes, man.
Hey.
And I know Melion put you on and told you a little bit, but you know, she got to come back for a panel too. We really got to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me know. Maybe her and I could come through together.
Oh man, yeah. we gonna have to cook that up and make sure that it get done. You know what I'm saying? Get done real proper. But if all is well, it's been a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through.
Hey, thank you, my man. Thank you.
Indeed. King Mac Millie. It's official. Edison, Patio PolitiCz. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Like.
We don't do trends, we trendsetters.